Welcome to the Pond Chats. We're here today and we're going to be looking at something very simply so that everyone can understand about the Bible. A lot of people have heard about a Bible. They've actually realised that it's a book, but they probably don't know much more than that. And so today I want to go through and just explain a little bit for you in 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and do some more chats in 5-minute grabs. So while we're all stuck at home doing very little, I'll encourage you to tune in and check out these 5-minute chats. So the first thing we ask is, what is it? What is this? Well, clearly it's a book. And it's not just a book, of course, it is the first book that was ever made like this, with binding and with lettering and everything else, and with the pages. And so we need to understand that it's the first book of all books. And when it was put together some 500 years ago, that helped a lot of people to read it for themselves. But now here we are, 2,000 years since Jesus has been here, and 2,000 years since the last of the letters was written in this book, and we say, well, who'd read it now? Well, funnily enough, when they started the bestseller books, the top of the list and the first time round was the Bible. The second year, the bestseller books, it was the Bible. In fact, every year since they've kept the records, the most important book that everybody wants to read around the world is still the Bible. You know, when Harry Potter was very famous and the books were selling like hotcakes, in the period in which the Potter books were sold and were very prolific, they sold quite many millions. But the Bible sold 10 times as many as the Harry Potter books, which were recorded as the best sellers at the time. And so if you ever think that this has lost its relevance, well, a lot of people want to read it today. And so I want to explain to you what's in here so that you might be able to open it up and get value as well. Now, when you get a Bible, one thing I would suggest is you get one you can read. One that's in a language that is simple and straightforward. I have a New International Version, but other people might just go, and when you look at a book, a Bible, you can read it a bit and see if that's going to suit you. Sometimes some of the Bibles are written in old language and you won't understand that too well. So initially we want you to have a Bible that you can read. Now, what is it beyond that? Well, the Bible is actually more than one book. There's 66 different documents that come together to make up this Bible. They were written all the way back from Moses all the way to the time of Jesus. That's about 1,500 years of writing, and there are 66 different letters or manuscripts that have been put together in this book that represents the Bible. And so when you're reading from the old area, you'll be reading from way back when Moses and through the great empires of the world until we get to Jesus' time when the Roman Empire was happening. And so it is very interesting that you can have so many different manuscripts written by many different people in many different places that has the same theme about the true and living God. And so I will encourage you to come back next time for our Pond Talks, and we'll talk more about this amazing Bible.